Today, I'm going to introduce you to a man whose story will redefine what you think is possible. This is the story of a man who ran on broken legs, who pushed his body and mind to the absolute edge, and who found motivation in the darkest places. He's a living example that the human spirit can endure almost anything, and that true motivation comes from within, even when the world tells you to stop. He faced his demons head-on, wrestling with pain, fear, and doubt, and emerged not just unbroken but unstoppable. Goggins didn't just survive, he transformed, turning every hardship into fuel for greatness. This is David Goggins, a man whose name has become synonymous with resilience, mental toughness, and relentless drive. David Goggins isn't just tough, he's legendary. He's the kind of person whose story inspires millions, not because he was born extraordinary, but because he made himself extraordinary through sheer willpower. But he didn't start that way. In fact, his beginnings were anything but easy. Growing up, David faced a world stacked against him. He endured abuse at home, lived in poverty, and struggled with learning disabilities that made school a daily battle. Every day was a fight just to get by. He battled self-doubt, racism, and fear every single day. Bullied for the color of his skin, made to feel less than others, he often looked in the mirror and saw only limitations. But deep down, a fire was building. Instead of giving in to the pain, he made a choice: to fight back, to refuse to let his circumstances define him. He started training, pushing himself harder than anyone else, determined to prove that he was more than his past. David set his sights on the impossible, becoming a Navy SEAL. Their training is legendary for its brutality. Most people quit, most never make it through even once. Goggins, he went through it not once, not twice, but 3 times. Each time he faced failure, injury, and unimaginable pain, but he refused to quit. Imagine failing, getting hurt, and still coming back for more. That's not just toughness, that's grit at its purest. Goggins learned that pain is temporary, but quitting lasts forever. And he didn't stop there. He kept pushing, always searching for the next challenge, the next mountain to climb. David became an ultra-marathon runner, racing distances most people can't even imagine, over 100 miles at a time through deserts, mountains, and pain that would break most people. Sometimes he ran with fractures in his legs, sometimes with nothing but pure determination and a refusal to give up. He showed the world that the body can go far beyond what the mind believes. Goggins says your mind will quit long before your body ever does. The real battle is in your head. If you can silence the voice that says stop, you can achieve things you never thought possible. So he pushed himself over and over through pain, exhaustion, and doubt to show us all what's possible when you refuse to give in. David's not about being the best in the world, he's about being the best version of yourself every single day. He believes greatness is available to anyone willing to put in the work. He's about being your best, even when no one is watching. It's about the quiet moments, the early mornings, the times when you want to quit but choose to keep going. He teaches us that you don't have to listen to your inner critic. That voice in your head that says you're not good enough, you can ignore it. You can prove it wrong every single day. You can break through your limits, one step, 1 mile, 1 day at a time. Progress isn't about giant leaps, it's about showing up, again and again, and refusing to quit. So next time you feel like giving up, when the pain feels too much or the goal seems too far, remember David Goggins. Remember that greatness is forged in struggle, and that every setback is a setup for a comeback. He's living proof that no matter where you start, you can become unstoppable. The only limits that matter are the ones you accept. So dig deep, stay hard, and never stop moving forward.